Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It may be hard to find a running lane today. The Giants are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against a Lions team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. Mariota on first down. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Throwing Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
Now a first down throw. Webb throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Second down following the incompletion. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll throw again. Mariota. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the gun, Mariota. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Third and long here for Mariota. He's going to fire one. That's caught at the 25. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
To throw Mariota. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now Mariota. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down. The tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
Set. Green 39.
On first down, it's Webb. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down. On second down, Webb. He's going to air one out. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Following the interception here, Mariota dancing to his left. Only able to get it to his own 20 after breaking through the contact. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Mariota now on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Mariota. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Let's go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now Webb. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw again. Webb. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On third down, Webb. And able to find Green. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one down to the 10. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Yeah, baby.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Shift together here from the D-line. Mariota again. And he fires one incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Mariota. And this will be caught at the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. And this is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. To the air again. Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. A unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On 1st and 10, Webb. He's going to look deep down the field. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 23. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. First down, Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Mariota now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
And New York set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Off play action, it's Webb. Looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he motions the wide receiver. Throwing on third and long. Webb. He finds Beckham complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second down following the run.
Green 39.
Webb. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Webb to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll come out in the pistol. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. To throw on second down, here's Webb. That's caught at the 3. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give him a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And some space here. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, 91 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Let's go. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now a first down following that long gain.
All right, here we go.
Off the bootleg. Webb. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Quick update from Levi's Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Webb now. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They had two tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And a give this time to the tailback. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Giants on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Webb. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Webb. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Webb. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Landon Collins. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Perkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Mariota on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Devon Kennard from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Second down, Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33, and he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And now here's a carry heading left. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Giants on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll toss it out to Perkins. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Roberts. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. On play action, Mariota. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.